So, day three of practicing Stoicism. So let's get on with the first part, right? The yesterday what happened? Actually, yesterday was a peaceful day. There was not much application of ethics in yesterday's day. Maybe once I'll tell that situation. Um, so we were chatting, my friends and us were chatting in the group, and there is one who got placed, and he was bragging about it whole for the whole month, I guess. I mean, after he got placed, he was bragging about it all the time. So I guess there was a urge in me to make fun of him, pull him down, that kind of thing, which I didn't want, but I did. And I feel like that was against my virtue. So that was one of the mistake I did yesterday, and I want to change that. I'm not going to do that anymore. Yeah, I have decided that. So that's that. Yesterday was apart from that, everything was peaceful. There was no application of ethics or anything. It was just a normal day. I was preparing for the exam, and it was going on. That's it. It's a good day, actually, except for that part, which I have rectified in my mind. And yeah. And coming to the second part, what I learned today was awesome, actually. You uh, so uh, today's chapter, after hearing it, it was very eye-opening. So in that mainly there were like two things. One was they were explaining the concept of indifference to materialistic things. So the stoics, according to stoicism, there are two. There are. It's not actually dichotomy in difference, right? There are. It's like a multiple choice. So the easy way, they explained it in an easy way. Like there are two kinds of indifference: preferred indifference and non-preferred indifference. So preferred indifference will make your life easier. You know, even though you should be indifferent to it, it makes your life easier. Like maybe health, education, good looks. Now, all these things can make your life easier, but it's still an indifference. You have to be indifferent to it, because if you have it, well and good, but if you don't, like, it doesn't matter. But it's preferred, that's it. And the other things are not preferred indifference, which we should be avoiding. uh, you guys know about it, the other kind of luxuries and stuff. And in that he was explaining another thing, which was actually classification of all kinds of things. So I'll tell you, he told us to actually make two buckets. In one of the buckets should be a virtue, which is above all others, like it's completely on a different level. And the other things, like all this money, education, going to an expensive restaurant, maybe all the luxuries. So that all comes to another bucket. So if you are going to a you know expensive restaurant, maybe if you're going to an expensive restaurant, you should only compromise on the things that is in that same bucket. So you should be compromising only the money to go to that expensive restaurant, but you shouldn't be compromising anything on the other your virtues. Imagine that restaurant is involved in some illegal things or something, maybe it's not aligning with your virtue, and you cannot compromise your virtue and go there. You should be only compromising on the things that is on the same bucket. That's a very interesting thing that I'm only able to come up with the restaurant example right now, but I'm sure that in my mind it's somewhere it's coming. Like there are many examples in which you can actually apply this logic. So that was a very good thing. So whenever I take some decision, I'll always think about that. This part. Yep. That was it. Yesterday was a good day. I mean, not much, and the learnings I got was also good. Let's go.